welcome to this yoga practice. We're going to start today in a seated position. So if you're not comfortable sitting on the floor, sit yourself up on a chair and you can do the first half of the class seated on the chair if you prefer. Or you can sit with a nice chunky pillow under your butt or put yourself up a little higher, it'll make it easier. We're going to start off with a focus on breathing today. In a seated position, we're going to place our hands, palms face up on our thighs. We're going to make sure our shoulders are over our hips and our breastbone and our gaze are straight ahead. When we're here, we're going to try and get our breath nice and even. So instead of shallow or irregular breaths, we're going to focus on the count of 4. We're going to breathe in through the nose for the count of 4. And breathe out through the nose or the mouth for the count of 4. And we're going to do 6 breaths like this. So when you're ready, breathing in for the count of 4. Breathing out for the count of 4. In for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Out for 4. For the next 3 breaths, just continue to count yourself. It's easier than trying to follow someone else's guidance of your breath. So breathing in, count to 4, out, count to 4, and we'll do 3 more breath cycles like this. Then opening your eyes if you had them closed for your breathing practice. We're going to place our right hand on the floor and we're going to reach our left hand up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, reach the left arm up a little higher to create space between that left shoulder and hip. And if it's comfortable for you, reach up and over to the right. We're going to turn our chest slightly to the left to open up that left side of the chest a little bit more. Taking 2 breath cycles here. Breathing in, feeling that rib cage on that left side open up. Breathing out, just letting the body rest. Then we're going to drop that left arm down nice and smooth, reach it behind us and take the right arm to our left. And we're going to turn to the left, a gentle twist. So turning your chest and your head and your gaze all around to the left as far as you can comfortably turn. Taking 2 or 3 breaths here as long as it's pain-free. And then returning to center. Placing the left hand on the ground, reach the right arm up. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling and then over to the left slightly. Feel the stretch through the right side from your armpit all the way down to your hip. If you want to open it a little bit more, turn your chest up to the right. Taking 2 breaths here, allowing that right side to open up. And if you don't like twisting, you could stay in this side stretch. Then lowering that right arm down, left arm reaches across the body as you turn to the right. Take a breath in here and think about growing a little bit taller with your breath in. And as you breathe out, just let the body rest. Feel your weight into your sit bones. And then coming back to center, and we're just going to do that one more time on each side. Right hand on the ground, reach the left arm up, reach it up towards the ceiling and over to the right. Take a nice deep breath in here. Filling up that left side of the rib cage and then breathing out, lower the left arm, reach the right arm across your body and turn to the left. Bringing yourself back to center, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. We've already done that side. Cut that bit. Coming back to the center, we're going to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling this time. Open up through that right side. Take a nice deep breath in through that right side of your rib cage, all the way from your armpit to your hip, opening up with that breath in. And then as you breathe out, the right arm goes down and twist to the right. Bringing yourself back to the center. We're going to bring our elbows right under our shoulders, palms facing up. Lift your breastbone, and then here, think about pulling the arms out to the side, leading with the thumb. So you're opening up through the front of the chest as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, let the arms come back in, palms face down. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your chest. Palms are up, pull back through the thumbs. And then exhale, let yourself round a little as the hands come back onto your legs. One more time, inhale, pull the thumbs back, lifting your chest and your gaze. Feel the stretch through the front of the shoulders, front of the chest. And then exhale as you let yourself relax back. Bring one hand to your chest, doesn't matter which one hand to your belly button. And think about lifting the hand on your chest away from the hand on your belly button. So creating space in your torso. Then bring both hands up to the breastbone, lift the elbows to shoulder level and pull them back to the wall behind you. Now this might be enough for you, and if it is, you stay here and focus on your breath, opening up the front of your chest. Otherwise, we're going to reach the arms out to the side. We're going to turn our right thumb up, left thumb down. That turn comes from the shoulders. Then we're going to follow the thumb. So right thumb goes up towards the ceiling, left thumb goes down towards the ground. Pull the arms back a little bit more to open up through the chest, and then bend at the elbows. Your hands rest wherever they rest. Don't try and clasp them together here. Take a nice deep breath in, and you're opening up that space under the right armpit. Breathe out, letting the body rest back. On your next inhale, reach the arms long again, pull them back slightly, and then bring them back down. Give the shoulders a little roll. Place a hand on the belly, a hand on the breastbone. We're going to pull the breastbone away from the belly button. Bring both arms up to the torso. Pull the elbows back. If that's enough, you can stay here. If you'd like to go a little further, rotate so the left thumb is up and the right thumb is down. Follow the thumb, so left arm goes up, right arm goes down behind you. Pull the arms back and then bend at the elbows. And just let the hands rest wherever they rest. They do not need to meet. Rest your head into the top hand. And think about breathing into that space where your left armpit is. So opening up that space that often stays quite closed and tight all day with our normal daily activities. Unravel the hands and bring them back down. We're going to wake up the muscles of our shoulders and our tummy now. So come on to all fours. You're going to have a good look at the fingers and the hands. Spread all 10 fingers and press the knuckles down, especially your index finger and thumb. You're going to tuck the knees underneath, or tuck the toes underneath, have your wrists just under your shoulders and a soft bend in your elbows. Pressing down through all 10 fingers, hover the knees off the ground. Keep your gaze slightly forward. Don't let your head drop. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose or mouth. 2 more breaths here, waking up the muscles of the shoulder blades, keeping them pulled away from the ears, waking up your tummy muscles. Then lower the knees down. Bring your bum back onto your heels and just stretch the hands forward for a moment into child's pose. Rest your forehead on the ground. Take a nice deep breath in and think about the sides of the rib cage opening up and creating space between your armpit and your hips. From here, we're going to press through the legs, move our weight forward. We're going to come into a little modified plank. So we're going to keep the knees down. We're going to spread the fingers, soft bend in your elbows. Imagine your front ribs just hugging in towards your tummy, pressing your breastbone away from the floor and keeping your gaze ahead. Try not to let your gaze drop down. Then we're going to shift the weight just into our right arm. So press into the right index finger and right thumb quite strongly. Feel your right shoulder blade hug down your back. And let's see if we can take the heel of the left hand off the ground. So you're just on your left fingertips. You should feel the right shoulder muscles shake a little and the right side tummy muscles working harder to support you. Then flatten that left hand again. Shift your weight over to the left hand. Press into the left index finger and thumb. Feel the left shoulder blade hug down your back. And take the heel of the right hand off, just going onto the right fingertips, really pushing the left hand into the ground. Now you should feel the left side of the tummy working more to support you. Both hands are flat now. You're going to put the weight into the right hand as you step the left hand a little wider. Put the weight into the left hand as you step the right hand a little wider. So hands are wider, and we're going to inhale as we do a little push-up, lowering down to the ground and then pushing through the index finger and thumb to come back up. Feet go to the ground, and we're going to press back into our child's pose. And this is our little flow, and we're just going to go through it a few times to wake up the muscles of the shoulders and the core. Press through the feet, slide forward into your plank again. Hands are just under shoulders, so quite narrow. Shift your weight to the right hand. Take the heel of the left hand off. Put most of your weight in that right hand. Feel the right side shoulder blade working and the right side tummy. Then shift your weight across to the left hand. Take the heel of the right hand off. Push down through the index finger and the thumb on that left hand. Feel the tummy work on the left side. Flatten the right hand. We're going to walk the hands out a little wider. So weight in the right hand as you move the left. Weight in the left hand as you move the right. Inhale, let your elbows bend back to 45 degrees. Only go as low as you are comfortable. Push through your index finger and thumb to press back up. And then bum goes back to the heels into your child's pose. Take 3 nice breaths here. Breathing in through the nose, reaching the hands towards the top of the mat to open up the sides of the body. Breathing out, allowing your belly and your torso to rest towards the mat or towards the floor. Then coming forward, last little round, coming forward into your plank again. Press through all 10 fingers. Shift your weight to the right arm. Take the heel of the left hand off. Let that right side work for you. Right side tummy, right side shoulder blade. Gaze stays slightly ahead. Shift your weight to the left arm. Take the heel of the right hand off. Really push into that left arm like you're pushing your chest away from the ground. Lower the right hand, and then we're going to walk the hands a little wider apart. Bend at the elbows, keep your gaze slightly forward, and then push through the index finger and thumb to come back up. Nice and slow. Bum presses back to your heels, stretching the arms forward. 3 breaths here. Breathing in through the nose, actively reaching the hands forward. Breathing out through the nose or mouth. Bringing yourselves forward onto our tummy. We're going to come into a little sphynx pose. So elbows under your shoulders, forearms flat on the ground. And again, we're just lifting the breastbone and lifting the gaze straight ahead. Getting some extension into our spine can help our shoulder blades sit a little bit more comfortably around the back of our rib cage. And just taking 3 breaths here after that hard work. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Bringing our hands underneath our shoulders, pressing back into a seated position. On a chair, you can sit with your bum on your heels. And then just finishing this practice with some shoulder rolls. So inhale as you lift the shoulders up towards your ears. And begin to exhale as you roll them back and slide them down. Inhale as you slide them forward and up towards the ceiling. And exhale as you roll them back and down. So big, slow, exaggerated circles. One more in this direction. And then we're going to change direction. So inhale as you pull the shoulders back and then bring them up towards the ears. And exhale as you let them drop forward and down. 2 more here and sync with your breathing. And last one. Give your wrists a little shake out after all that loading if they weren't used to it. And you have completed your yoga practice for today. Well done.